Hi, hello, this is Jules the Human here. Welcome to Gaming Gone Weird, a show all about the interesting, funny, and weird, but very real news that is going on in the gaming world. I'm one of your hosts, Jules the Human, and today is episode 19. We are talking about some of The Last of Us because a lot of people have talked about The Last of Us. There was a new show that just came out on HBO. We're going to talk about that, but we are also going to be giving you some of the weirdest zombie games that have come out, and we're going to be discussing some of those and showcasing some of that. But I'm not here alone. We've been here for 19 episodes, and I'm always joined by my beautiful co-host Cresta Starr. Cresta, how are you doing today? You're muted. I could unmute your mic, but I don't want to press it.
Off to a
So
good
there
start.
it is.
Off to a great start. I'm in mourning. I'm upsetty spaghetti.
I'll say it. Okay. So this is gonna be my last episode with Gaming Gone Weird. It's gonna be my last episode on the Know Your News channel. So I kind of want to, I guess, explain it a little bit. So it's because it is kind of out of nowhere, and it was kind of out of nowhere for me too. I also edited a Dungeons and Dragons audio podcast. I edited that quite a bit. I did a couple episodes of those, and I'm not going to be able doing that. But I will not be able to do like all the research and stuff and be able to be here every Saturday with you. And like this week, it's Friday. It's not even on Saturday. So this was my thing. But I did, I got laid off at the beginning of 2023, which was very sudden. I did not think that was possible. Did not think that was a thing at my real job, at my main whatever thing that I do to make money. And I was like kind of scrambling for a little while. And then I just kind of got something. I got a job, and it's not going to be more flexible. I'm not going to be as flexible with my time anymore, but they are paying me more money. So that's kind of cool. But still, I won't be able to do as many creative things. I already talked to my community, and I see some of my community members here to support on my last episode. But I did talk about it that I'm going to be streaming, but like maybe I'll stream like at 8 p.m. someday and then 9 a.m. the next day. So it's all going to be super weird. So yeah, I talked about it on Twitter yesterday, but that's what's happening with me. And this is going to be the last time I do Gaming Gone Weird. And yeah, it sucks. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed all the stuff, and I enjoyed being with Cresta Starr the most. It was fantastic. And honestly, just like, I don't know, it was like super cool. Like I thought about it because I know you're into more of the Fightful stuff. You're more into, you have a Fightful show and all that. But like when I got the message, like when I messaged Sean Ross Sapp like months ago, they were like, hey, we need a co-host for this gaming thing. And I didn't hear back for months. I was just like, I don't know. Okay, cool. And then I get a message from Jimmy saying like, let's do it. And I'm like, oh my God. And then seeing my name on the Fightful feed with all my favorite wrestlers and stuff. And it was just like, dang, it was really cool. So shout out to Jimmy and everybody that's done our editing stuff. So there's people that are working behind the scenes a whole lot of the time. But of course, it's really cool that this show brought Cresta into my life. I think that's what I'm going to miss most every week.
You made me cry, dog.
Bro, I've been crying. I've been real sad all week. I'm going to drink after this. It's just like, it's so wild. I don't know. Like, yeah, it's been cool. Like you genuinely make me super happy, and you make me laugh every week.
Dog. I just did my makeup. Dog.
You did. You spent so much time doing your makeup. We are going to get to news and stuff, of course, but I just wanted to say on my last episode, thank you so much to the Gaming God Weird family. And like I shot my shot, you can shoot your shot too, because Cresta still needs a co-host. So if you are a content creator, if you are a person that does podcasting or gaming stuff, send it to me or Cresta, Jules the Human or Cresta the Star. Send us your reels, send us your things, whatever you do. If you do something cool, Cresta needs somebody here on this side. Gaming Gone Weird is going to keep going without me. And we need somebody here to fill my shoes. And if you think you can take it, if you think you can handle Cresta's crazy, send us your stuff.
I'm about to cry, bro.
Yeah, send us your stuff. And if you think you got what it takes, you can be here, and it'll be pretty cool. So yeah, to quote Jurassic Park, life finds a way. So yeah, yo, cutting onions.
Jules, I have to say it's been a pleasure. I saw a lot of people's stuff, and I had the pleasure to choose a co-host. And your stuff, you're just so nice, caring, gentle. You're funny. I genuinely enjoy your company. I don't care who fills your shoes. You can come back on it anytime you have days off, bro.
And I'm gonna keep watching, so you better do good. So you better
that's
make
a
some
lot of
good
pressure.
content.
You know I suck. Yo, Jules does all the work. I'm just here for yucks.
Yeah. So if you want to keep up with me or whatever, Jules the Human, we'll talk about it at the end. But I'll still be streaming and stuff. I still have an anime podcast that'll be in flux whenever I'm available. Most likely the same day. But again, this is more than me. This is Cresta's time. I don't want to have to keep asking Cresta to be, are you available this day? I have to keep, everybody like through Jimmy and everybody on the Know Your News channel, like, hey, can we schedule this here instead? And there's like group chats and stuff. And I'm like, I can't do that every week to them. And it would be a huge disadvantage to put everybody through it. So I was like, it's time, I guess. So we'll see what happens in the future. But yeah. So
this is
that's
the weirdest timeline.
It's
I
the
don't
weirdest.
Like
this is the weirdest episode. We did 19 of these, Cresta. That's insane.
That's Chris Brazy. That's
yeah.
Like, honestly, bro, like, it's been fun being haha weird and not like that's weird.
Yeah.
So
I think we finally like got it. We finally understood it, right? Like we finally got
we
the
finally
assignment.
understood the assignment.
Yeah.
You
yeah,
graduated.
we got the weird, and then yeah, it's all gone.
I'm happy for you in your muggle life. And I said this to you before. I'm very happy for you. It just sucks that it shook out this way. You're always welcome to come here. My Discord, my streams, we'll smuggle you into Fightful. I'll put you in my purse and I'll take you in the show.
We really did get weird here, but we do the show and we got to get into all the stuff. So question of the day, that's how we start it. Question of the day.
I wrote this. I don't care. I'm not changing it. What is your favorite Jules the Human moment? Type it in chat. If you're watching this later on YouTube, type it on YouTube. What was your favorite moment from our Gaming Gone Weird, all 19 episodes with Jules the Human? I can tell you my favorite moment.
Oh?
My favorite moment is when we both found out we both play trombone.
Yes. Yes.
That was pretty top tier. Like, wait, you play trombone? Wait, how much trombone you play?
Yeah. That was so random, and I don't know. It was just so weird. No, it wasn't planned. I didn't even ask. I didn't even think about it. But yeah, when you put that in there, I was like, we did 19 and they all just kind of like blur together. I'd even like think about it, like the numbers are going up, but I'm just like, this is just a thing we do. And it's just like, you keep going. There's so much news we covered. I feel like more knowledgeable about everything because we do have to put like notes and we have to go through all these clips and all that stuff. So it's been super fun doing it and getting into it. So also didn't mention at the top of the show that you can support us if you'd like. You can support the show by sending in a super chat if you want your comment read on the show or a question or anything like that. Send us a super chat, or you can do it on KYN Chat. KYNchat.com is how you do it. There's a link in the description of this video. KYNchat.com is how you can support the show, and we'll read your stuff and we'll put it on the screen and all that stuff. So let's get into news. Gaming news that's happening here. So we've talked about it before. Google Stadia has shut down. Like they were announcing that it was going to be shut down a while back, and it's officially shut down on January 18th, a couple days ago. So
RIP, baby.
RIP Stadia. In September, Google announced that they were shutting down their cloud video game streaming service, Google Stadia. The service did not gain traction with users in the way Google would have hoped. Google servers that host the service are due to shut down at 11:59 p.m. Pacific time. The server was launched in 2019. In a little over 3 years, the service is shutting down. According to Stadia Help FAQ page with regards to refunds, because we talked about how they were going to refund everything. That's starting November 9th, 2022. Stadia will attempt to automatically process refunds for all purchase of games, add-on content, and subscriptions fees other than Stadia Pro made through the Stadia Store. we still expect the majority of refunds to be processed by January 18th. And it is January 20th. So I hope everybody got their refunds. You have a connection to Stadia. And how does this feel? And why was it so short? Why did people not take to it? I mean, we saw that I pulled a video from the launch trailer. It looked crazy. I don't know. What went wrong here, I think.
For the record, my only connection is I got paid to be in their keynote commercial. You heard the iconic Cresta Starr cackle.
I was looking for it.
I had it saved somewhere, but it's like on a whole 3 hour. It's like you blink it off, Thanos snapped. You blink and you missed it. But I'm just saying I got paid. So let's put that on Front Street. I thought it was a good idea. I just think that with Steam, Epic, Xbox Games Pass, there's so many things we really didn't need it, and it kind of sucks. I heard it was good for like the tens of users that used it, but like,
oh no,
I mean, what? I mean, I'm not wrong. Google shut it down. I'm not wrong.
They did mention though that the Stadia controllers can still be used with a wireless Bluetooth connection until December 23rd. So you got a whole year. You can still use it. You got to enable Bluetooth low energy mode on the controller. But there will be no more product support for Stadia controllers.
There's like a whole link if you go to the FAQ that'll take you directly to where you got to update your wireless controller, but you won't be able to do it through Wi-Fi anymore.
Yikes. Yeah, I mean the Steam Deck. I've seen so many people get a Steam Deck. Like, is that the move for portable? I guess other than a Nintendo Switch.
I mean, I will always give it to Nintendo for having a grip on the handheld market. Other people have tried. Shout out to the PS Vita, which was really good for what it was. But I mean, it's hard to keep up with Nintendo because Nintendo's on their grind. But I mean, I don't know how the Steam Deck works. And some of my games, I need mouse and keyboard to play. So
yeah, for sure. What do you think about the Stadia? Were you one of the 10 people that had Google Stadia? Let us know. Send us a super chat or a KYN chat, kynchat.com, and you get your question or comment read on the show. But something a little closer to my home here, Apex Legends is a very popular battle royale game, and I thought this was pretty interesting that there is a mod, because we talk about a ton about mods here. There's a mod that adds like a prop hunt mode to Apex Legends. If you don't know what prop hunt is, if you never heard of it, it was like a mode. I don't even know like how to explain it. It was a mode that came out from a game, but like you can become certain parts of the surrounding area and pretend to be like a little bush, or you could pretend to be like a little couch, and you got to blend in with the scenery so that people can't find you. It's like hide and seek.
I was gonna say it's like a hide and seek.
It's like hide and seek, but you can become parts of the map and you try and hide around the map. So this is the first time that it's come to Apex Legends. I have some clips here from a community tournament hosted by His Watson and Aeon
That's
FNC.
funny.
Yeah,
that is
just
funny.
Nilla there falling off the map. It was pretty funny.
That's pretty hilarious. And they have to find you, but they don't know what
there's
you
a
are.
Jeep.
What?
You can become just random parts of the map. Yeah. So this was a mod made by Cafe FPS, which adds the common prop hunt game mechanics to Apex.
That's funny. That is funny.
Man, I really want the Apex community to thrive again, or I want the game to be fun again. Make Apex fun again, because man, they need to add something like this. I don't know what to do. I want to love this game. Cresta, do you have that game where you're just like, I want to love you, but everything's telling me not to?
World of Warcraft.
Oh no, the dragons aren't hidden.
I mean, no, the dragons don't got me. I have my personal issues with Blizzard that I'm still butt mad about.
Sure.
But the dragons are looking at me like, and I'm like, ugh, don't look at me like that. I don't want to take my last over $15 a month.
So this prop hunt thing would make Apex fun again, but it's just like a mod. It's just something that you got to add in outside. I don't know. I want them to be more creative with their community events, because a lot of the times with these FPF game, first person shooters, I was thinking SPF, like the thing you put on your
Sunscreen.
the sun, the sunscreen in these dang video games. In first person shooters, they're like super just generic, like capture the flag. Cool. I've played capture the flag since high school on Halo, I want something crazy like, I don't know, a prop hunt or something like that.
That's pretty funny. I'm not gonna hold you. That takes hide and go seek to like you put all your points in stealth. Solid
Exactly.
Snake could never.
And it's a huge map. So like having a whole like 60 people in there just vibing. I don't know. What game do you think a prop hunt would go good with? Let us know in the super chats or send us a KYN chat. KYNchat.com. Could they pull off prop hunt in League of Legends? I don't know.
Yes. But I feel like that could only work on the big map. I mean,
on the main map? Hiding in the bushes or something?
I mean, you could be a bush.
Yeah.
You could be a ward. You could be but it would have to be something where it's like a bunch of things are littered on the map already, and one person has the job of doing whatever it is.
Yeah.
Maybe you take a champion, like someone who can detect people who are. I don't know. I'm thinking too much. My brain hurts.
Yeah. Let us know what games you would like to see prop hunt in. But we're getting all the hits on my last one. So we've talked about this one. We've talked about Elden Ring. We talked about mods. But we talked about this person before. Dr. Decomposing. He played saxophone Elden Ring on a MIDI saxophone, and he beat it. And they're back for beating Sekiro, which is a common Dark Souls-like game. They beat Sekiro on their saxophone controller with a deathless run.
That's ridiculous.
Deathless run on a saxophone here. And they looked like just a baller finishing it. We talked about him before. Dr. Decomposing has done a deathless run of Sekiro, which is another Souls-like game. Some consider it to be one of the hardest ones up there with Dark Souls and Elden Ring, of course, but this is him beating it on his MIDI saxophone. And he says he's already started and moving on to do deathless runs of the Dark Souls series. So
what that sound like? That's what I would. What that sound like?
I couldn't put the sound on there, but there's like little notes. Like if you watch the actual video on his Twitter at Dr. DECOMPOSING, he has like little boop, 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 like little notes that he's playing while he's doing the things at the end. And I was like,
I was low key wishing for it to be.
Oh my god!
That was a horrible rendition. If anything, pay me to stop.
No, I don't know. Actually, maybe you should go check them out on Twitch. You got to go see what kind of sounds they're playing. But
I need you to make a soundtrack of that, just all the notes, and then make it together and speed it up for like 3 minutes. What that sound like? If you play these notes, you too can be.
Yeah. Deathless. You just got to go by the music instead. That's crazy. But some people are just built different. I'm not built like that.
I'm not built like that either. I'm built differently.
I don't know. Like, I enjoy Apex, but I keep dying all the time, right? But like, how do you just go and play? I mean, you got to play the game a whole bunch to even attempt a deathless run. You got to know the game inside and out to even attempt doing it without dying. I don't have that kind of time.
But even if that, you can know the game inside and out. How do your reflexes work? It's one thing if it's your hands. It's another thing if you got to be like, well, I cannot make a reed instrument work. So let's start
True.
there.
Same.
So if I'm playing a brass instrument, that's me with my
yeah.
So it's like, how does that work? How tired is your mouth? Musician to musician, how tired is your mouth?
Exactly. Like I'd even think about that. Like being actually just tired of playing, tired of blowing. You're like, oh my god, I've been playing this game for 3 hours, and we're trying to
playing it on the flute, and you have to charge an attack. So you're just like,
yep, that's how a flute sounds, just like that.
Yes, that is a cresta chord.
The cresta chord. Yeah, hitting them cresta notes. Let us know. Would you ever attempt a deathless run in Sekiro? I can't even do Elden Ring. I don't know. These are apparently harder. I did watch some Dark Souls not too long ago. It looked really cool. It looked really dope, but I'm not gonna be doing it myself. I don't know.
Dark Souls, all of those really hard games. I suck at Kirby, so come on now.
Oh,
Crash
Kirby,
Bandicoot.
he doesn't even die. You can't even like fall off the map. You just like poop poop pop back up. No, in
I'm trash,
Kirby.
Your Honor. I'm trash.
Okay.
I'm trash. I'm trash. I'm trash. I'm trash. I'm not afraid of it. I'm trash.
Oh no. Okay, so now to some cool things that happened around the internet and some news thing that Cresta thought was news. Um Cresta was like, we're filling in the news portion, and I thought I'd leave it in here. Cresta titled this, "Is this news? This man has a horse while playing Red Dead." Posted on Reddit, and she fell for it. And I would just like to know I'm gonna show you here, everybody watching, what Cresta saw and thought this was real.
Drag me.
You saw this on Reddit. This is posted on Reddit by user OSR at Slay. And I looked it up and I was like, what are you talking about? And Cresta, you cannot think that horse is real.
I thought it was real. This was my thought process. I'm like, yo, we talk about all these weird things. This guy have a taxidermy Wi-Fi horse in his house. Playing Red Dead Redemption is a really good thing. Young. I was looking for like, is this real?
So if you become the next, I just wanted a PSA. If you become the next co-host, just be prepared to. You gotta look at everything. You gotta make sure some stuff's real.
Drag me.
He's above. If you see it on the bottom right, he's like above the couch. Like, how does his legs?
I didn't listen. I was.
That's a mini horse.
This was early in the week, man. I be scraping the bottom of the barrel for these weird stories, man.
Sometimes it is late. We do need some stories, and we just
Be like this on your last.
Oh my god, you did it yourself. It was in the doc.
I did this meme. I did. I literally thought, and that was my first mistake. But I literally thought that it was like, did this man taxidermy a horse to play Red Dead to have some sort of boop, boop, boop? I've seen people beat video games with saxophones, trombones, 1 foot, a bow and arrow. It's not outside of my realm to maybe see an animatronic Five Nights at Freddy's horse. But now that you pointed out that it was Photoshop, his legs are really small.
Yeah. I'll give you that. It's valid. We do see some crazy stuff, and this would have been crazy. But you just look a little closer. We gotta put that back up.
I wasn't looking that close. Now that I'm really looking at the horse's head, I really wasn't looking that close.
It's like headbutting the screen. All right. Is this news? New segment. Is this news? Yeah.
That should be is this news? With the butterfly.
Yeah, with the butterfly. Yeah. Is this news? Just a picture. Somebody put that. Just a picture of the horse, of the guy on the horse.
Ooh, in your honor, going forward, we're gonna have a segment called "Is This News?"
Sure.
Does Cresta know what Photoshop is?
Yeah. Does Cresta know how Photoshop works? Okay, so now some real. One real thing that I saw around the internet was
I'm hot now.
Yeah, me too. I'm a big fan of Sonic. I love Sonic the Hedgehog and stuff. I saw this cake that was making its rounds on TikTok, and for some reason they hooked up a cake to like a high speed, what is it called, Lazy Susan sort of thing, and it's for a 2-year-old's birthday. It's a birthday cake, and it has Sonic and Tails on it. But the cool part about this is they spin it really quickly, and it looks like Sonic and Tails are running across the green.
Like those things you used to get
like
back.
Those little flip,
yeah,
those little flip books. It looks like this, so you can see.
Oh my!
Look at them go!
That is so cute.
Oh, with the little tails, the little feet.
Oh, that's so cute.
Super cute. Do you remember any of your early birthdays or anything? I remember Barney. I'm old enough to have a Barney memory.
I was about to say, I want that at my grown ass age of 4,088.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't remember anything from my 2. He's not gonna remember that. That's so cool. That is so cool.
Yeah,
That
right.
kid's
I
not
was
gonna
like, for
remember
your
that.
2-year-old, bro, he's gonna like something else tomorrow. He's gonna hate Sonic tomorrow.
I can't believe you would show this, Mom. You're such an idiot. You ruined my life,
Exactly.
Mom.
Yeah.
Now that's cool. Early memories. Listen, I got a lot of trauma.
Oh, okay. Well, let's not. Moving on then.
I'm kidding.
Who was your favorite character growing up, like around that age? What were you like? I'm all about this.
Sesame Street, definitely Big Bird and Mr. Count. Because when I was a kid, I had an obsession with vampires. To me, Mr. Count was so cool, but I wasn't thinking like vampires like I'm a suck or blood. But I'm like, hey, he's a little fuck. I thought vampires were cool, and he dressed so snazzy in comparison to everybody. That man had on a 3-piece suit and a Mr. Count was my guy. I like Big Bird because Big Bird was also very nice. But oh, you mean the Count? I'm sorry. Look at me. You right,
Mr. Count.
Listen, it's been 4,000 years. The Count was the man. Okay, so thank you. I'm gonna roast it today.
Why did the Count? Well, Bert and Ernie had clothes on, but Big Bird didn't have clothes. Why did he dress up so snazzy all the time? He had a cape. He had the little.
He was born in year 8.
I don't know. Okay, true. Yeah. They were kind of channeling that.
Of clothes. Like I just thought he was the snazziest thing. Because like you said, Bert and Ernie had on clothes, but then Oscar the Grouch was butt naked in the trash.
True. And he was all like weird, like like the fur on him was like all clumped together, sort of.
He was dirty. But the older I got, I understand where Oscar was coming from. Get out of my swamp. Get away from my trash.
What are you doing here? Yeah. I enjoyed Barney and Power Rangers. Power Rangers was my thing.
Wait, which Power Rangers?
All of them. I had like all of them.
I liked it up to a certain point that I was like, Mama.
Oh, yeah. I guess I stopped after. I'm not gonna say I have Power Rangers still. No, I stopped at a certain point, but yeah, I had all the Zords and stuff, and it was just like I just put them together.
The first movie with Ivan Ooze,
bro, that movie is amazing.
That movie is so good.
It's like, so good. It's camp too. It's just like
not it being camp.
Bro, they do for like 15 seconds. They're like, I need to get over there. Let's do flips, and they just flip, and I'm like,
you're not wrong.
Okay.
You're not wrong.
Cool.
You're not wrong.
It's so bad. But I do like Sonic. I enjoy Sonic and all that. And there's a ton of characters that I've enjoyed, and I really enjoy Sonic. Got their time to shine on the big screen and stuff. And another show that we need to talk about that is currently getting its shine is The Last of Us. Because if you don't know, the first episode of The Last of Us TV show came out this past weekend, and it was a video game. Apparently everybody loves. First off, before we start, have you ever played The Last of Us? What do you know about The Last of Us? Because I was like yesterday years old that I knew that there was zombies and shit in it. I didn't know.
I did not play Last of Us. I don't play horror games because I am SAWFT soft. However, I will watch a streamer play Last of Us, and I definitely saw someone play Last of Us. That game is wild sad. That game is super sad. That one and The Walking Dead with Clementine. Oh, that game is sad.
My heart. That's so crazy.
SADBOI.
Yeah.
Bad Boys.
Bad Boys. POI. So apparently it's everybody's favorite game. Everybody says the story's amazing. Maybe that's what I play. I've been on the search for my perfect game, and I can't find it. Can't find a game that I'm really enjoying right now. But apparently everybody loves The Last of Us. Last of Us 2 came out not too long ago. But this weekend, like I said, Last of Us came out on HBO, the very first show. Very first episode, and it is the second biggest debut in the history of HBO.
What's the first one?
So The Last of Us drew 4.7 million viewers, which is second largest debut since 2010, only behind last year's House of the Dragon. So
that's not bad.
House of the Dragon did insane numbers. I don't know what it is, but it was like off the charts, like insane. But 4.7 coming in at second place, HBO's having like a huge renaissance right now with shows. Like we don't talk about like TV stuff, but like
Mhm.
Netflix has been doing a lot of weird stuff. Their stocks aren't doing well. They changed their monetary stuff. The Netflix CEO, not he announced he's retiring or he's leaving, taking his leave. So HBO's just having like a moment here. Do you think this changes the landscape with like I don't know, HBO's just doing really good content, and it seems like Netflix is not the number one anymore. I don't know. What do you think on this?
I think Netflix has, with as far as brand loyalty and people, has really dropped the ball within the last 2 or 3 years. I get it. You don't want people sharing passwords or whatever it is. But right when people begin to like something, you cancel it. So it don't make no sense. I do think that it's a good idea for someone like HBO, which is like a legacy brand, if you will, to get into games. And if they're doing this well with something like The Last of Us, I am an avid Legend of Dragoon fan. HBO could absolutely put out a series, a movie. But if this one does good, it's not just limited to that. Think about all your games. You're like, wow, I would like it if someone did it, but I don't trust it. Someone like HBO could absolutely do it. Like Fallout, I think would be an amazing series. Now, I
Mm-hmm.
don't even play Fallout, or even what's the one with little sister and big brother?
BioShock.
BioShock, I think, would be great too. And I would trust someone like HBO, especially with something like this, to do. Oh, I would watch the fuck out of BioShock.
Hell
Oh, that
yeah.
would be so good.
They've been
Oh,
talking
that would
about
be
that
so
for years. They've been talking about the whole God of War. We talked about like there's going to be a God of War show at some point with I don't
good.
know who, but yeah, you're right. Like you got to put your trust into something, and right now HBO just has all the trust in the world because even though they like kind of screwed up Game of Thrones at the end, House of the Dragon, everybody loves the first season. I have not seen a bad word about the Last of Us TV
Mhm,
show that came out this weekend.
mhm.
Even like when I hung out with my grandparents this weekend, even my grandma was like, "I'm gonna watch The Last of Us. Have you heard of it?" And I was like, "Yes, you're gonna watch the
Grandma,
last." Hold
I'm
on.
gonna miss your spicy grandparents.
She thought it was like some Chernobyl thing. She thought it was based on a real story, and I was like, "Just watch it. I don't know. Just watch
You
it.
should have told her,
Sure."
yeah, 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 yeah. It's based off of Chernobyl. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I hope
yeah.
she liked it. She's probably watching right now. So, um, The Last of Us. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, like Netflix has done so wrong with the anime community, but also really good. Like they produce some good anime stuff, but the Netflix adaptations, the Death Note adaptation, some of the Full Metal Alchemist stuff, is just cringe, bro. It's so.
And again, like I said, there's so many shows that people are like, Netflix, why did you cancel Netflix? Like, I don't care. Okay, we don't care either. I'm leaving.
They're trying to like penny pinch because of the whole not being able to share passwords and all that stuff. Like I get it. I know it's illegal, but like everybody's sharing passwords. Come on.
Come
It's
on now.
hard. It's hard. So what did y'all think about The Last of Us? It's the second biggest debut in the history of HBO. Are you going to keep watching it? Did anybody catch it? What did you think? Because if you didn't like it, I would like to hear that as well because I've not heard all over Twitter just rave reviews about it. So let us know all your thoughts about The Last of Us. Send us a super chats or KYN chat, kynchat.com, and we'll read your messages on the show. But since The Last of Us has some zombies in it, or clickers, or whatever they're called, let's talk about a few of the weirdest zombie games to grace our screens here. So, Cresta, hit us off with that first one, which I didn't even know was a thing. I mean, it makes sense. I didn't know it was a thing.
I have played this game a bunch of times on my stream.
You played it?
Yes, this game is called
Whoo!
Oregon Trail. So it's like
Oregon.
Oregon Trail, except it's the zombie apocalypse. It's the same thing, but instead of like trading with Native Americans, you got to outrun zombie deers, thieves. You go from place to place. There's different there are different events that you can do. You can customize it. People get bit. You got to make the decision to either like put one of your friends down. You got to do things for money
Yes.
because money is still a currency. Yeah, like Oregon Trail is really funny. It's a great game to play with your friends on stream. Everybody gets a character. I've had plenty of my friends go out to take a leak and then get bit by a zombie and have to make a really difficult decision.
You can play is it multiplayer? Is that what you're saying? What do you mean by
it's not multiplayer, but it's like 4 people. So you've got one person. Which
you can like name.
Yeah, and then name it. And then these 3 people, or if it's a 5 or whatever it is,
yeah,
they go out and do different tasks. Sometimes it's like, hey, there's a tombstone. You said Jules the Human to go check the tombstone, but then there's a zombie hand that breaks out of it. Now I gotta shoot the zombie or else you get bit. You know what I mean? And if you get bit, I mean, do I take you to the safe haven or do I take you out back?
I'm fine. What do you mean? I'll beat it. I promise.
I'll beat it. This is
I promise.
Tis but a flesh wound.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah. Oh gosh.
It's really cute. It's fun. You can make it all the way to, I think you end up having to go to Oregon, actually, because you go from like New York or DC all the way to the other side of the country to the safe haven. It could be in Seattle. It could literally be in Oregon. Who knows? But you can make it with just you, 2 or 3 people. It's a mess. It's a lot of fun. You have to hunt for food, scavenge for food. And sometimes this big ass zombie bear comes out and the music changes and your butthole puckers and you can run out of ammo. So you hope you got the moves like Jagger.
Yeah. Cresta, I gotta ask you before we move on. How long would you give yourself to survive a zombie apocalypse? This is the age-old question. Everybody in the live chat, how long do you think you would last? But Cresta, what are your skills? If I want to add you to my zombie group, Cresta comes up, zombies are chasing me. I'll be like, what you got for me? What you got?
So you will be surprised to know that I used to be an avid, how am I going to survive a zombie apocalypse?
Ooh.
So there's 3 things you need to consider. 1, what kind of zombie apocalypse are we talking about?
I don't
28 days later? Or are we talking
Infected.
about what you call that?
Resident Evil.
Because if it's 28 days later, Resident Evil or World War Z, it's curtains. We're dead. We're fucked. Nah. We're dead. If it is Shaun of the Dead, we got a good chance. If it is what's another one that's a little harrowing, but you can make it out? The Mist. Does that count?
I mean, I wouldn't even mind like the Walking Dead zombies. They're just super slow.
Yeah, the Walking Dead zombies. I could survive because 1, I have a lot of useless knowledge about rocks and herbalism. 2, my father was in the army and he's a police officer, so I know how to shoot a gun, a bow and arrow, and I know how to slaughter an animal. I'm not happy about that, but I can. 2, my dad is literally Black Rambo, so if we could get to him, we're straight.
Oh, man. Okay.
But in the event that my dad does kick the bucket in an untimely zombie bite, listen, I've done a lot of things in my life to survive in the hood. I'm not proud of it.
Oh, no. She's from New York, people. She knows.
Yeah, I used to live in Texas. You know the vibes.
True. They say in Texas, you're never 6 feet away from a gun here. I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
Listen, as long as you know what certain rocks to look out for, because this could mean that there's something poisonous coming up, and what herbs to eat, grass to stay away from, different things. Yeah, my mom is a science teacher. I bring so much knowledge to the table. I'll stab someone if I have to, but hopefully a zombie. Because if it's a regular human, I'm crying while I'm doing it. Why are you making me that
Okay. Well, I mean, everybody watching.
What do you bring to the table, Jules? You
honestly
me, what do you bring to the table?
Honestly, if you had the choice, everybody watching, go with Cresta's group. I was like, I was not expecting that. And yeah, you're right. I'm good. I'm all set. If you had the choice, if you had the choice between me or Cresta's team, I'm just like, go ahead. She got it. She has like blood under her eye, and it's like, yeah,
we're making it out alive. God damn it.
And I'm just like, play my trombone, like boo boo boo.
Listen,
I can provide entertainment.
Everybody has a role. You could be the distraction, but we're gonna make sure we can get you out. Now we're gonna get you out. You're gonna be like, bow, 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 bow. And the zombie's like, what is that melody? And when they think they know what it is, we get you. And
I gotta put that on my resume. The zombie distraction. That's an important role.
Somebody's got to do it
for sure. Oregon Trail, go check it out. But I want to talk about a game series that everybody loves, but this part of the series has been forgotten. so everybody enjoys, at least probably in their lifetime, they've probably seen or know about the Metal Gear series. There's a series with Solid Snake. It's known for its super long cutscenes, its engaging story, its stealth gameplay. Um, and I really enjoyed number two. I really enjoyed Snake Eater. Those were pretty dope. I finished Snake Eater, which is crazy. But a lot of people don't know about this 2018 Konami game
I
called
did not.
Metal Gear Survive. Didn't even know this was a thing. So we all enjoy the Metal Gear games, but it seems that no one has enjoyed the 2018 Konami game Metal Gear Survive. So many reviews that I've looked up stated it's mentally exhausting,
Ah,
repetitive, and stiff, and that's not a knock at the zombie thing, but it's mentally exhausting, and this is canon. This whole thing is
mentally
canon.
exhausting is I woof
Playing a
woof.
game and being like, oh my gosh. So let me tell you what it is, because it's canon. This is canon in the Metal Gear story somehow. Apparently, after an attack in Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes, a wormhole into a parallel world appears, and you have to go into it to find a cure to a parasite that has infected you, as well as save the people that got sucked in. So you base build, you gather things to survive, and try not to fall asleep during the story, during long static images with some voice acting. So
This looks like
Meadow,
Fortnite.
what?
It looks like Fortnite.
Oh, true. Yeah, with like the portal opening.
Yeah, I was like, is this what is this?
Do you have any connection to the Metal Gear series? And what do you think about a game that many, not just one, I read many people say this was exhausting to try to play.
Jesus Christ. When you said mentally exhausted, I was like, yikes. That's like the only thing I know about Metal Gear Solid is that Sons of Liberty was the best movie I've ever had to watch. And Snake Eater,
The
that
music.
song was wild dramatic for no fucking reason. And I was here for it. Every time something really dramatic in my house happens, it's like, Snake Eater.
Oh my gosh.
How about you? Have you played any of the Metal Gear games?
The two, I played a couple on the, what was it? I forgot what console, but I have played it before. PlayStation 2, probably PlayStation 2. But I did beat all of Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater. That was like, I was obsessed with that for a long time,
Mhm.
and all the bad guys were like super unique and all this. I never played like the 5 and all that. That looks like too much. I've heard like that people have like 20 to 30-minute cut scenes, and it's like insane story stuff, but they're super long, and I'm just like, I don't know.
Sons of Liberty was a really like that game was mostly cutscene. The gentleman I was dating at the time, R.I.P. He's not dead. I just don't know him anymore. I mean, like I would watch him play it for like 5 minutes. He'd get up and it'd be a cutscene. Come back and it'd still be a cutscene. Like, wow, this movie's interesting as fuck. It's like choose your own
This is a
adventure.
good movie. Why are you holding
It's
the
a good
controller?
movie. This movie's great. I mean, the storyline was real interesting, but like I
Yeah.
didn't play any of it. Like he didn't play any of it either. Like
Let's not play this game together. Did any of y'all play any of the Metal Gear games? Because this is like really random that I didn't even know existed. Metal Gear Survive,
it looks
zombie
cool.
adjacent. Looks cool, but
Looks can be
I
deceiving.
yeah, I put stuff from the trailer because all the reviews are not great. Another another game I want to talk about is the a series kind of like Metal Gear where a lot of people enjoy it, but
Mhm.
this is in more other like films and stuff, is the Evil Dead series of movies, and all those there's a ton of iterations now. There's a whole Evil Dead show going on, I think, right now, but I'm going to talk about the Evil Dead games, the trilogy that came out, and the
Mhm.
trilogy consists of Evil Dead Hail to the King, uh, Evil Dead Fistful of Boomstick, and finally Evil Dead Regeneration. And all of these games were developed by different studios, because something happened in, because video games, because things happen, they go IP, all this stuff. The third game, Evil Dead Regeneration, has nothing to do with the first two games. um Bad controls, fixed angle cameras as an early Resident Evil clone, and just bad gameplay. It's just kind of wild that a series that has so many fans, like it's a cult classic, can get adapted to a video game without much thought put into making a video game. So sometimes we have some misses,
Mhm.
and it's just kind of wild that everybody loves the Evil Dead, all the fans, and they just didn't put enough time into these these games. I don't know. What do you
Some
think about
people
that?
see it like a cash grab, if you will. Oh, you guys like this thing? Here's something. I think the most prominent game that sticks out in my mind is, oh, you like this thing? Let me make a game out of it. Is E.T. E.T. was so bad that they buried the game in Nevada
Yeah.
desert or something like that because they had so many of them. And it's like, just because people like it doesn't mean that you can't put any thought into it. I can't just slap Cresta Starr's face on a WWE cover. Like, this has nothing to do with WWE. You fucking tried it. You've tried it. You literally tried it. Like,
Yeah, so I think that was part of why they kept switching studios, because they were just like, who wants to try and make some money with this? Who
they
wants to
figured that
try it?
IP would carry it.
Yeah, but it didn't, because it got really bad reviews, and a lot of the lists that I was looking at were like, bro, what is this? What is this thing? So this is, I guess, kind of touted as one of the worst zombie trilogies, which kind of sucks because I don't know, the movies are cool.
I think it has all the tools to succeed. What zombies and a guy who has a chainsaw as a hand?
That's perfect. Come
Like
on.
that's in itself is hijinks enough. Where I'm like, how did you drop
It
the
writes
ball?
itself. Just do it. Just put them somewhere. Put them in things.
Put
I
him
don't know.
in that remember when we looked at that weird train video game the other day or the
Choo
other
Choo
week?
Charlie. Choo Choo Charles.
Put that man in Choo Choo Charlie.
Let's
Oh
go.
God.
That'll be great. The crossover no one expected.
Nobody asked for this.
Tell me about this last one real quick and what what you saw in it. I've heard of it a long time ago, but
I was ready for this. I pulled up the wiki.
okay, cool. What is this?
Okay, so this game is called Stubbs the Zombie, a rebel without a pulse. So literally, you play the player plays this guy, zombie named Stubbs the Zombie, with the whole goal of eating brains. It's a reverse horror video game developed by Wide Load Games and published by Asper Media. It was released on October. The game was made. This is the worst explanation ever. The primary goal is to kill humans and devour their brains. Eating brains gives them back a certain amount of lost health to the player, as well as converting those humans, into zombies that the player controls. So instead of hunting the zombies, you are hunting the humans. And quite honestly, I'd play it.
Yeah. There when I was looking through it, it's got put on Nintendo Switch recently. I think there's going to be another game coming out. It got remastered, I guess. I don't know. There's more Stubbs, and I guess it's like a cult following behind this game. I don't know, but
They're
that's
saying
cool.
that he can only have like a certain limit of zombies, but these zombies will do what Stubbs does. It's in a retro futuristic thing. So think 1950s in the year 2088. We are at the height of future. So it looks cool. It looks cool. This man had on like a bowler hat. Come on now.
Heck yeah. We saw him try to woo some girl in the clip there, and I was like, yes, let's go, Stubbs. Go for it, dog.
I see in the chat, is there a zombie dating sim out there? Yes, it's called Tinder.
Oh no.
Have you ever been on that? It's literally zombies. I'll
Nope.
say
Never been there. Nope.
I was
Not
banned
talking
on.
to nobody. You're
I was
banned on?
banned. I don't know. I tried to verify my account, and then it's like, get out of here, Ugmo. You're not the same person in the picture. Of course, you would take the picture with your makeup on, and then when I take it off, I actually look like Shrek. So they weren't expecting a green ogre,
Oh
and there's this beautiful
no.
black woman on the screen. Like, you are a catfish. So
I can't believe you got banned on, like, they allow like bots and fake people on there.
well, not ogres. Get out of my swamp.
Oh no. All right. Well, that was our zombie talk. That's the
We gotta
speaking
end
of
it,
ogres. Yeah, we got zombies. If did we miss any weird zombie games? I know we didn't really talk about, like, we mentioned like some really good zombie stuff, but we didn't mention what is your favorite zombie game that you've ever played. I think Walking Dead is up there for me because that one's really sad. But yeah, let us know what are some of the worst, or if we missed any, or the best zombie games. Send us super chats or KYN chat, kynchat.com. is in the link in the description of this video. Yeah, that's the end of the show. That's the end of Gaming Gone Weird number 19. Cresta Starr, where can they find you on the internet?
We got like 10 minutes left before we do our outros. I want to once again give you all your flowers, Jules. I would say that this has been a lot of fun. Thank you for roasting me about that horse with the Photoshop. You made me realize I have to be a better journalist.
That was the first. Okay, that was the first time you've done that. Where out of 19 episodes, that was the first time where I was like, "Hold on."
That's why I said, "Is this news?"
I wish I could bring up our thing here because I was just like, "This is Photoshop." But we
I
can
feel
keep
like
it.
I can see you. You're disappointed that.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to bring it back up, but you brought it back up, so this is the horse in question, Your Honor.
I thought it was taxidermy. I'm not gonna hold you. And I was like, but that's too small. And now that you pointed it out, I love you. I respect you. Thank you so much for going on this weird journey with me. I wish you all the success. No matter what you do in this life, you're gonna be successful. You is smart. You is loyal. You is beautiful. I appreciate that. And I don't have anything else to say. I'm really sad, but I'm happy we got to go out on a yuck.
Yeah,
like we
for
always
sure.
do. Anywho, y'all can find me, Cresta Starr, on twitch.tv/Cresta Starr every Monday and every Wednesday, where we go over WWE Raw and AEW Dynamite. Thursdays, you can find me at 10 p.m. on YouTube/Fightful. Myself and Joe Pearl talk about everything that's happened on Impact, and we now also cover the Impact premium live events and pay-per-views. Saturdays, it's not going to be the same without Jules the Human, but I'm sure we'll find someone nice, almost as attractive as Jules the Human. We can go Gaming Gone Weird on Saturday. It could be you. No joke. True. Send me your stuff. Let's see what happens, and we'll take it from there. Jules, where can they find you? Plug everything. Plug your mama. Plug everything. That's not kind of nasty. Sorry.
I just noticed. Yeah, I just thought about it. But yeah, send me or Cresta anything if you're a content creator and if you would like to be here in this little square. It's nice and warm over here next to Cresta. If you think you can handle Cresta and being a real news gaming journalist, and if you want to do a show with us or with Cresta on this channel, get in touch with me or Cresta. Send us your stuff, send us your reels, your content, and all that stuff, and there'll be somebody else here because the show goes on. Cresta goes on, and she's gonna keep making some amazing content here. So if you enjoyed this stuff, keep watching. I'm gonna keep watching, and I would love for you to keep watching. And don't give the new person, whoever it is, don't be weird to them. That's weird too. Just it's okay. It happens.
But don't be weird.
Yeah, it's not like I'm gonna have like some sort of vendetta. It's my own thing. I'm not getting fired or anything. This is just because of situation. But yeah, thank you to everybody. Again, I'll say it again. Thank you to everybody. Thank you to Cresta for being amazing, being my favorite person since I met her, and for everybody just watching the show. It's been so cool to start something from the ground up, and we've tons of like content, tons of YouTube stuff, Twitter stuff, and it's been pretty dope that y'all have continued to support and watch something. And I want to see where it is going forward, and I want to see what happens and see how far you can go. And then when y'all get like thousands of viewers and thousands of followers, I'm gonna ask to come back and take my host job back. So
I'm gonna put a picture of you on my show.
A picture of me. Oh,
right on the show.
Do it.
I mean, sure. I have Photoshop magic.
Do you? Listen, put the horse back there. Put me on the horse.
No, put you on the horse. Yo, say no more. I'm gonna take my MS Paint skills. I'm gonna put you on that guy's horse. You're gonna be the head and the horse.
Oh no. So yeah, I'll still be here in spirit. So yeah, follow me on all the things. Jules the Human, JULES the Human on all social media. That's Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch. I'm gonna be streaming on Twitch whenever I can. don't know when. I usually post like a content thing on Monday, just be like, hey, this is when it's happening. It'll change quite a bit, but I still will be doing the Jules and Matt anime hour where we're talking about, it was a zombie week because we started a new anime called Zombieland Saga. In this episode, we're talking about zombies as well. So I had a lot of zombies this week. But the Jules and Matt anime hour is going to be usually on Thursdays. Maybe sometimes it's not. I'm not too sure. But yeah, we are going to be doing that still. And I'm going to be streaming whenever I can and making YouTube content. So twitch.tv/JulesTheHuman. You can follow me on everything. And yeah, it's been good. So long, partner. I love that. I love that picture of Woody just like that. But yeah, keep supporting the show, keep supporting, keep following and subscribing and all. Let's hit that like button so that they know you liked me, so that they know you enjoyed what we're doing over here. Hit that like button on this video, share it with your friends, and Cresta, we'll see you next week.
I will see you guys next week. Jules, you're amazing. I'm really going to put a picture of you in the background.
Okay, yeah, I assumed you would. Yeah.
It's going to be weird without Jules. I agree. But you know what? Whoever we get next, could be you, is going to be weird and in the warm.
For sure. In the good way. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.